Yo, what's really good with y'all, man? It's Mr. Flames on Wheels. You already know, man, hottest in the city. Look, check this out. I got a great topic today. A lot of people recently have been talking about getting into the whole streaming business and talking about you can't be an artist and stream and do this and do that and do this. And I'm like, yes, you can. You can do everything I'm doing. I seen somebody comment on somebody's video recently talking about, yeah, when you do a bunch of things, you only do like a certain percentage of each thing. So you can't give your all into one thing. I'm like, what? Like, yo, that doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Yo, if you got a talent and you can encompass everything all into your main goal, you know what I'm saying? For example, with me, producing, working on merchandise right now, right? Then you have on top of that, I'm being an artist. I'm working on my music videos. I'm in album mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on dropping Flames on Wheels. I'm doing all this different stuff. Sometimes I live stream. I'm doing all this different stuff. But what does it ultimately come down to? Me being a professional music artist. That's what it comes down to. The walking flame. When you see me, you see my face, you know what I'm for. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. When I go on live, you can say whatever you want whenever, like, on these Flames on Wheels podcasts. But ultimately, everything I do encompasses my business. Everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you have that mindset, like, yes, you can do a bunch of things, and as long as it encompasses what you're trying to do as your ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, I just feel like people get into stuff and then they don't understand, like, why they get into it, and they make that type of mistake. Like, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a goal and you plan out your goal and you understand, like, it takes XYZ to do all these different things to be able to make your ultimate goal happen, then yes, you should do it. Yes, you should sell beats. Yes, you should go on YouTube. Yes, you should do all this stuff. It's all revenue streams. Like, if you understand business, you understand that you should be doing multiple things. Why would you do only one thing? Like, you boxing yourself in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know, like, how this business works, man. Like, and they talk about, like, you know how a lot of artists are like music artists and stuff are becoming streamers and stuff. It's like, yeah, streaming is the new wave. You know what I'm saying? And artists should just be sticking to doing music, but at the same time, like, it goes back to the same thing I said before. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't be an artist and then not be seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be, the public has to know you. It's 2026. Like, it's a different time that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be uncomfortable. And you know what I'm saying? If you're that type of person that's uncomfortable around people or around, you know what I'm saying? You have to be uncomfortable just stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something that you really want to do. But, like, yeah, like, you know, for me, creating music, like, I love creating music. I love everything about music. Kick, bass, drum, snare. You know what I'm saying? I love how melodies make you feel. You know what I'm saying? I love how I can just get in, create a hook. You know what I'm saying? I love how I can chop beats up. I love how I can do all kinds of different stuff. I love how I can create my own hooks. I can do all this stuff. I can market all this stuff. Then on top of that, if people like it, then that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the ultimate goal. But it all encompasses, like, then you start doing merchandise. Like, it all encompasses this stuff. Next thing you know, you got interviews, you got deals, you got shows. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've already been reached out to by a couple different brands, but it's got to make sense. Like, that's the other thing. Like with these brands, like, everything I do has to make sense. It has to be in line with what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? For my Instagram, for example, if y'all go to my Instagram at The Walking Flame, right? My Instagram is pretty much all professional videos, like music videos for the most part, sometimes behind the scenes and stuff. But for the most part, it's all professional videos. And it's all, like, you know, videos about, like, Like everything's clean. It looks like a real music video atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not on there posting like videos like this and stuff like that. Like this is for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like each platform has its own wave for me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's it. So like Instagram, I get reached out to by certain deals. It's like, yeah, but I kind of want to keep my Instagram um for music. Like I just want to keep it for music videos. I just want to keep it for professional pictures. I just want to keep it for what Instagram, you know what I'm saying, for business purposes. And like I'd rather do like vlogging, I'd rather do different types of stuff like through here, you know what I'm saying, because I built this channel Flames on Wheels. Like I've done a lot of different stuff on top of just being a music artist. So like I'd rather do all the multi, ambidextrous stuff on here. But that's just kind of like one example of like, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get opportunities and you have to understand like, how can I use these opportunities to align with my goal? But yeah, I'm not buying that BS about the whole streaming thing, meaning like it hurts artists if they stream and stuff. Like I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why like sports athletes, they have like these famous podcasts now. You know what I'm saying? People want to hear you. People want to hear your stories. People want to know who you are. Like you can't just be an artist. Like how, like, all right, for example, let's just say you know what I'm saying? Say I'm a major artist and I just do music, right? And people just listen to my music, right? But then you got people like, I'm trying to think of who, like NLE. NLE has a whole YouTube channel. He's got a whole situation where he be vlogging, he be posting. He got a whole situation where he's built his YouTube channel up into his personality. So people know NLE personally. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like some of these other artists, people don't be knowing. And it's like when something pops off or something happens, they be like, oh, like I didn't know this artist was like that, or I didn't understand this artist like this. And people are going to be more inclined to listen to people that they relate to. That's why so many people, you know what I'm saying, obviously he makes great music, but you know what I'm saying, that's why so many people be more gravitated toward NLE versus somebody that's not doing what he's necessarily doing through YouTube and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I actually think you should be able to do everything that you want to do. I think that you should be able to stream. I think that you should be able to produce. I think you should be able to do all these things. In fact, I think people that are afraid to do that, just they have some type of insecurity where they just don't believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like why can't you do it? Why can't you try something and try and be the best at it? Yes, it takes more time. Yes, there's only 24 hours in a day. Yes, there's that situation, but yo, if you want something, you got to figure out, like, chart it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Figure out, like, this is going to take this amount of time. This is going to take this amount of time. This is going to take this amount of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the gym. Right after the gym, I'm going to go do beats for maybe like an hour or 2 hours. If I decide to record on one of the beats, I know my recording process usually takes about an hour. Okay, boom, 3 hours right there. Then later on, if I'm free, I might go YouTube Live for about 45 minutes. All right, go YouTube Live, 45 minutes. Boom, that's 4 hours, 45 minutes total out of my day. Cool, might do a couple YouTube shorts. Boom, do that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I've done like 5 different things still in the hour, still working a full-time job, still doing all this different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do the same thing. I'm telling you, like, yo, like, if you want to do something, don't ever let nobody stop you. Like, yo, if you get anything from this channel, if you want to do something, don't ever let anybody stop you. I don't care if you look up to these people. I don't care if you feel like these are people that you want to be. Just be careful, man. Like, a lot of times, like, even people that are successful, they'll be like, they'll try and give you advice, but like, bro, if you want to do something, like, you might have to ignore their advice and just do it. You know what I'm saying? The only way that you're gonna learn if you can be successful at something is if you do it. If you just take somebody's advice and don't do it, you're never gonna be successful at it, ever. It's impossible, because you won't start. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, like, take this advice. I'm telling you. Just because people are famous, just because people are successful, and you want to follow their blueprint, that's okay. But understand that sometimes when people say certain things, don't let it discourage you. If you really want something and you really believe in yourself, go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Challenge their beliefs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, if you're talented in something, Figure out every single way that you can start making money. Figure out every single way that you can start collecting revenue. Figure out every single way that you can, you know what I'm saying, maximize your time. Figure out every single way that you can be successful. You know what I'm saying? You can build yourself. You can build your brand. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can be the next walking flame. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate all the support on this channel, man. It's the Walking Flame, Mr. Flames on Wheels, and I'm out.